Yo, what's up guys? What I've got for you here today is what we're calling a Battle Royale show match. Basically just took a couple of people that are in the event and they just did a 4-person free-for-all on the private world for a bit of fun, test out some of the new mechanics that we're getting this year for this year's Battle Royale, test out the fog, stuff like that. So today we've got Dino, we've got West Ham, Ingus, and Becht, as well as my manager Mason, who got involved just so we could get this ball rolling. And these guys basically just did 4-person free-for-all just for a bit of fun, a bit of entertainment. Now, this is completely unedited footage from my live stream, so you're going to hear me talking to the Twitch chat as well. But I thought I'd just get this video out to remind you guys that the old school RuneScape Battle Royale 3 is going to be live streamed on my Twitch channel this Friday at 7 p.m. BST, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and July the 17th, Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for my Aussie friends. Now, that's going to be the Rookies Battle Royale. We actually have 2 Battle Royale live streams this year, one for the Rookies and one for the Veterans. The Veterans one will start on Saturday at 10 p.m. BST, 5 p.m. ET, and 2 p.m. PT on Saturday, and on Sunday at 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for the Aussies once again. This year we've got a $10,000 prize pool for the main one on the Saturday evening, and we have a $3,000 prize pool for the Rookies one on the Friday night. I'd love to see you guys in the Twitch chat if you can get there while it's on. Last year we peaked at 12,500 viewers. I would be absolutely over the moon if we could beat that this year, and I'm really hoping we can crack the 20,000 mark. Fingers crossed, if you guys can all get there, we can get that one going. It'll be amazing, and next year's can be even bigger and better. I'm going to leave all of the information you need to know about the event in the description, and I'll be uploading all of the trailers in a video very, very soon. As for now, enjoy the show match between Becht, Ingus, Dino, and West Ham, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the Twitch live stream on Friday and Saturday night. There we go. All right, we're in. We're off to the races, boys. So we got Becht starting at Kuren Castle. Let's go ahead and have a look at the other players here. Ingus looks like he's starting here in Varrock Center, making a run for the Stronghold, I presume. We got Dino starting in Artie, in the middle of Artie. What's he going for here? Maybe going for some pickpockets. He seems to be in combat with me still from when we were having that little mess around before. And then lastly, we've got Mason, the manager Mason, starting in Lumbridge and running to the fairy rings. Fair enough. Looks like he's going to go into Zenaris and potentially teleport somewhere. Let's have a look, go back to Becht over here and see what he's doing over here in Korend. Running towards, is that the shade? No, he's running towards the Piscarilius fishing shop by the looks of things. Maybe looking to get himself a little bit of food here at the start. Piscarilius shop does have 20 sharks, I believe, in stock. So he's going to go ahead and stock up on those to start with. I think that is just somewhere around here. We should say, wait, he's going upstairs. What's he doing up here? There's no way the shop is up here, is it? I think he might be lost, guys. I think he might be lost. Chilling for 60 seconds. What do you think he's up to? What do you think he's up to? Chilling here for 60 seconds. That's the real question. Oh, the gang's coming. Sheesh. All right, well, we're going to come back to this. Let's go ahead and have a look what Ingus is up to at the moment. He has gone to the Stronghold, got himself that 10k. So he's already 10k up on the rest of the competition. Now he's running down towards Draenor Manor. I'm assuming he's going to be going for that Ava's accumulator. I believe it is just 750 coins if he goes in and talks to little Avas. Little Ava. Probably stacking interfaces. Yeah, potentially, mate, potentially. Let's have a look at Mason. He was going into Zenaris. I think he was going to try and find himself a Dragon Dagger inside this room, but he didn't realize he needed a diamond to get in there, so he's absolutely lost. Big up Mason for stepping in and allowing us to get this show match underway. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to get it going. Yo, Frog and a Foreskin. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Bex, still waiting for this gang to spawn. And there it is. Here we go. Is he going to punch something to death here? Is he going to die? That is the question. Hopefully not. But what is he going to get from this gang? Decent, a little bit of loot, I believe these guys drop. Like mithril bars and things like that. So nice little strategy from the man. Are they all melee? Okay, they are. And he's opting to go for the kick strategy here. Probably a bit more DPS than the old Draymond stuff. So big respect to the man. What's going on, Edible Chicken? How are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here, my friend. Those that don't know what's going on, we're doing a little show match for the Battle Royale, just to give you guys a little taste of what's coming. A 4-person free-for-all, and we're going to be testing out the fog today. So we've got Becht here, currently killing a gang member. Let's see what he gets from the drop here. Is he going to pick it up? A couple of planks. Teak planks, mahogany planks. Not going to come in too handy in this Battle Royale. We'll check in with him in just a moment after he's finished killing all of these gang members. Let's go ahead and have a look over here at Dino. Started in an Arty, and he's managed to run himself all the way up to the fishing guild, and he's going to be fishing himself a bunch of sharks with a little harpoon. Is PvP enabled? Absolutely it is, my friend. Good luck, Ingus. Dino, few sharks coming in here at the fishing guild, and let's go ahead and have a look over at Ingus. Where's he coming up? Down in Draenor. Did he get the Arvis? I don't believe he did get the Arvis. So what has he spent his money on? It's got to be something equipped. Maybe he bought a bunch of steel arrows from Ava. We can't unfortunately see what he spent his money on there because it is on his person. Now running down towards the fairy rings. Potentially going to run into Mason down there, who has used the fairy ring to go to Yanil. Currently just standing there, probably Googling something to do with some sort of weapon to figure out what he's going to do here. Once again, Mason, my manager, stepping in so that we had a 4th person for this and we could get it going. So big ups to him. But maybe not as well versed in the RuneScape as the rest of the players in this one. If you die pre-fog, do you respawn? You do, yes, correct. But not in the main Battle Royale. In the actual one, you won't respawn. You will log out and never log back in. Check on Perp. I'm not going to do that because he might be practicing his strategy. I don't want to leak it for him, the poor guy. Becht here lost around 33 hit points from this gang. And so far, all he's managed to pick up is a bunch of planks, some compost, and some gold bars. So not what he was probably looking for. I think they do drop mithril bars. That's probably what he was looking for from these gang members. But checking back up on Dino. He is currently sat here with 5 sharks in the inventory. Wouldn't want anyone to run up on him with no food. But Ingus back in Lumbridge Castle here, and he's picked up a candle. And I believe what he's going to be doing is running through here to go and get himself a little Dorgashan crossbow. And maybe get a little bit of PvP going. This could be interesting, boys. And he does take the shortcut here with that little dwarven miner. And up he comes. The Dorgashan crossbow, I believe 2,000 coins from here. Gets himself a nice couple hundred bolts. And didn't get the Arvas, which is questionable. I don't know if he didn't get the Arvas or we just can't see it on him. Because it seems weird that he would go to Draenor Manor and not have an Arvas. So I'm assuming that he does have an Arvas and something's going on and we can't see it on his back there. Dwarven miner, you say? Yep, Perp's favorite. He's just hit the teleport on the Explorer's Ring as well to go to Felidor. Who is he looking for at the moment? That is the real question. Dino still fishing some fish. Got about 10. And looks as though he's going to run away with those 10 fish and cook them up. Becht here goes for the fishing shop. It looks as though the sharks might have been out of stock. I guess someone else was doing a little practice run and bought those things out. And he's managed to pick himself up an inventory of cod, inventory of swordfish, half and half on both ends, but no notable drops there from the gang members. Interesting. Let's go ahead and check in on Mason again one last time. He is currently pickpocketing a Knight of Ardoin to try and get some money. I really hope Ingus doesn't run up on Mason because he is absolutely dead here if he does. And the poor guy is just trying his best. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cut to the chase. When's the next vlog? Very soon, girly. I'm not going to lie to you. I've got a little thing in the works at the moment, so. Timo?
9 months, baby B. B, 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 B.
And B to yourself, my friend. Thank you very much for the 9 months, team. I much appreciate it. Dino here switching up from the sharks and getting some lobsters. I guess he didn't want to waste the time that he was going to take to get those sharks and decided to go for the lobsters instead. I'm going to put a little bit of respect on that. Maybe he doesn't need as much food at the moment, but currently with no weapon. Let's check up on Ingus here. He did pick up his weapon. He now has the Arvas, so I don't know what the go was with that, but he now has the Arvas. Maybe he went back to the Draenor Manor, but no food on him currently. Does have a weapon, but unfortunately does not have an inventory of food here, whereas the other players do at the moment. He's now running towards the Remington House portal, potentially going to be taking the boat over to, say, Prif Dinis or something like that. Potentially going to be getting a charter ship over here to Prif Dinis to get himself some food. Sabby, it's too late to chuck that up now, mate. I wouldn't be able to figure it out in time. So, Bex now cooking up his swordfish, almost a full inventory of those swordfish there, and he is still holding on to those planks and super compost and gold bars. Potentially going to be selling them to a general store for a little bit of extra coin to buy whatever he needs later. And back to Dino here. Now running away from the fishing guild. He has his Artie Cloak 4, which is a nice little teleport away if he does happen to run into someone else. Apparently, I'm still in combat with him here, so apologies for that popping up on the screen. Dino and I were doing a little tester before, and when you get into combat with someone, their stats will come up on the screen as well, but I don't want to brag too much, guys, but I do have 2 dead man mode keys in my inventory. Let's have a look here. He picks 1 flax and immediately goes for the magic tree chop. So looks as though we are going to see Dino here going for a magic short bow strategy. Be interesting to see where he gets the coin to pick up those arrows that he's going to be needing here, but he is looking pretty good at the moment. The flax and the tree right next to each other, so pretty easy to get himself a magic short bow here. Amethyst arrows potentially. All right, let's check in on Mason again, and he is still pickpocketing at the moment. Got himself a nice little 28 chaos runes. I'll put some respect on that. Maybe going for a little magic route. Get a little bit of money, maybe buy some mystics, but currently just running around like a headless chook here in Artie. And I'll be keen to see what strategy he comes up with compared to the other players that are actually going to be in the Royale. Back to Becht, he has managed to make it over to the Arceus house and now running into, I believe, is this the Shazian house? In Karen. So started in Karen and managed to get back there. I assume that he used his Rada's Blessing, which he had on his person from the very start to teleport back here somewhere. Potentially using the minecart system to get around. And be interesting to see what he's going to be doing here. This potentially is a shop. Oh, it's an altar. I'm going to go ahead and get his prayer back from the altar here. Let's go ahead and untag these bats and dwarves so we don't have to look at that on the day. Perfect. Love to see that. And back to the action. No way you're leaking all the strats. This is a show match, Judah. A show match, bro. They're basically just doing a fun little mess around for your entertainment. So sit back and enjoy. So he is going into the shop now, getting 80 dynamite. So I believe this means he's going to be going to the blast mine. And I assume that means it's a very, very decent place to get a quick amount of rune ore and coal. So hopefully he can, I don't know what the RNG is like here at the blast mine, but respect to Becht here for going for a bit of an out-of-box strategy. Dino, no way. We left Dino at least 4 minutes ago, and he's still chopping the tree. In fact, he's moved to a different tree. This tree obviously was not doing it for him, and he's still chopping. Hey, thanks, Judah. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and have a look at Ingus now and see what he's up to. He did, in fact, go to Prif Dinis, and there is a food shop here. So he's managed to pick himself up 11 sharks and what looks to be 13 swordfish. So he's now kitted out with a dog crossbow, Arva's assembler, accumulator, and a full inventory of food. This man is going to be on an absolute rampage in no time. The question is, can he run into anyone? It's a big map and things aren't going to be shrinking too early. So he's going to have a hard time finding people to fight, but potentially he can run into someone somewhere along the lines. Becht still at the blast mine. He's now running back to, I guess, another shop here. What's he going to be picking up? A chisel. Oh no, that is a disaster there for Becht. Made it all the way to the blast mine, realizing that he didn't have a chisel, and he's going to have to run all the way back. Luckily, nice little bit of game knowledge on the man, and he's figured out exactly where the shop is, knows exactly where he's going, and he manages to pick that one up. He's going to be heading straight back to the blast mine, trying to get himself some rune or dino. Finally got the chop by the looks of things, and he does also have an inventory of food with a magic short bow. He is equipped. He is equipped very early on into this show match. 13 minutes it's been running for, and he already has a magic short bow, a helmet, a cape, and no arrows, I believe. But it looks as though he's going to start chopping some. Potentially going to be running over to the range guild to buy some arrow tips. Not sure what arrows he's going to be going for with that one, but he is getting the headless arrows going, and going to have to find himself some feathers very, very soon as well. Let's have a look at Ingus. He's inside the gauntlet, ladies and gentlemen. Going for a gauntlet run. Looks as though he's going to try and pick himself up a little bit of coin inside this gauntlet, and potentially use that to buy some runes or something like that along the line. But going for the old gauntlet strategy. Remember, guys, it's not a safe death in here. If you die inside the gauntlet, you are out of the competition in the main battle royale. And we've changed things a little bit this year inside the gauntlet. I'm going to have a little run around over here and show you guys what we've changed up. If you walk into the gauntlet on the regular world, you go up to this teleport platform, you can exit. You can leave the gauntlet anytime you want. On this world, as soon as you're in a gauntlet, you cannot leave. You either kill the boss or you die. Those are your two options. So a very, very risky strategy to be going on the day to go inside the gauntlet. So it's going to be interesting to see which teams go after that. We wanted to make the gauntlet a lot more risky and a lot less worthwhile because it is just so overpowered. But yeah, you can log into the world, mate. Just avoid Becht, Dino, Ingus, and Mason. They're currently in a show match, mate. So you're more than welcome to test whatever you like. Just, yeah, avoid them. Okay, let's have a look at what Mason's up to here. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's running around with nothing in his inventory, and he's in the same vicinity as Dino, who's absolutely stacked. Never mind. Dino has run over the other side of the mountain, so we're not going to see any action from these two. But gee, that was a scary one for a moment there. Poor Mason, potentially going to be getting put in a spliff pretty soon. See what Becht is up to. Still here at the blast mine. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I don't understand at all what goes on here in the blast mine. I believe you blow up these things and then chuck some sort of thing in these carts and then pick up some ore. Who knows? But it looks as though this is going to explode soon. Let's have a look. That almost killed me. I'm nearly dead. I've got 5 hit points. Oh my word. Imagine that happens on the day and I just get absolutely spliffed in the middle of the battle royale and that's it. My career's over. I think I'm going to die here. Okay, thank God. I didn't get hit by that damage, but I could have died. But in fact, if you do go inside the gauntlet, guys, I will tell you that you do actually die if you stand on the tiles of the gauntlet. So I have to be very careful while I'm watching Ingus here. We will watch him do the boss, so I've got to keep a nice little eye on him while he's doing the boss, but I can't leave after he walks into the boss room because we have to watch the whole fight. Otherwise, I'll die when the floor turns orange. What happens if you die? My character just pops up in-game and it can sort of mess things up for the players. Nothing crazy happens. It's just right now I'm invisible. Nothing in the game can see me apart from like area of effect damage. And if I, step out of it, then things can see me again. So rather not do that. But Ingus looking pretty good inside his run here. Definitely not ready to run in. So we'll quickly have a look at everyone else before we jump back into it. Dino now picking up his 10k from the stronghold. I believe he's going to be running down to Ava's here. And that is where he's going to be picking up his arrows. You can trade Ava and buy, I believe, mithril arrow tips. So potentially he's going to be making his own arrow tips there. Becht still here at the blast mine. And I'm dead. You'll have to excuse me for a moment. That is not what I thought was going to happen. Just one moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're having some technical difficulties here on the Expected Value live stream. I'm just going to go ahead and fix that. Just give me 2 shakes of a shag pile carpet here, and we'll be back in the action before you know it. Elevator music. And we are good to go. Okay. So we're not going to be watching Becht while he's doing that. What we are going to be watching is Ingus going in for his corrupted gauntlet run here, trying to fill his inventory with a bit of food. He is missing the shards currently to make the final armor upgrades, but he did just get them from the final fishing spot. He has a perfected halberd here, and looks like he's got the bowstring for the perfected bow as well. Just going to make the armor here, and I wonder if he's going to go in with this much food or just play it safe and go ahead and get some more food as well, because like we said, if he dies in here, he dies. I'm laughing so hard. I can't believe I've actually just been killed by the blast mine. I'm not that good, he says. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed he doesn't die here, boys. I'll tell you that much. What's the bounty for that kill? That's a great question, Beck. That's a great question. Okay, here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here he goes. Going to be cooking up the food, going into that boss fight. Like I said, we're going to have to watch him do the whole boss fight. I can't really jump around. If we don't watch him do the whole thing, we don't get to see it at all. But we get to really pick apart his play now. I'll tell you that much. And here we go. Enter the Hunlef room. 13 to start it off. That is the max hit of the Hunlef. Back-to-back 13s. Oh, wow. He's getting absolutely spliffed by this boss. Sometimes you just walk into this thing and it absolutely cooks you up, and there's just absolutely nothing you can do about it. But sitting on around 51 hit points here, the last thing you'd want to do in this situation is die, especially on the day of the Battle Royale. Imagine you spend 3 months in the lab figuring out a strategy. On the day you rock up, you walk into the gauntlet and you just die, and that's it. Your teammate is sat there trying to do it himself. Okay, does eat up a little bit here. 37 hit points on the man, and look at him go. He's actually doing a fair bit of damage to this corrupted Hunlef at the moment. But at the same time, it's doing a little bit of damage back to him. But he does have a lot of food here. I can't see the man dying at this point. Unless something goes horribly wrong, I can't see him dying at the moment. And he is risking his hit points a little bit here. As the tornadoes come up, he's going to have to run around, gets his prayer taken down by the Hunlef. And he gets a hit in as well. Oh, the moves on this man. Look at that. A hit as he's running around. All risks from Ingus at the moment. All risks. PogChamp is not wrong, Zaru. PogChamp is not wrong. This man is absolutely gaming. Hunlef on around 66 hit points. Ingus on around 41. 66% is what I meant to say about the Hunlef. Ooh, gets a nice little hit in there. Dodges the tornado, goes straight through it, but takes a hit off prayer. I think that might have been a chance there. At 26, he was on around 30 hit points. I think the Hunlef can hit up to 60s. Could be wrong there, but a little bit dangerous from the old Ingus there. These are practice runs, sweet. Yep. Imagine if he gets the blade. Imagine. Definitely a chance. Yeah. Not what you want to see here from Ingus, but only costing him around 1 food. 1 and a little bit food. So, I think he's going to be just fine and manage to get through this kill. But if he dies here, very scary for the man. Very scary. If he's going to die, now's the time. That is very true. You don't want to be dying on the day. So if you're going to die in a Battle Royale, you might as well die in a practice run, Ingus. That is a very good point Corky's just made. You definitely do not want to be doing that on the day. Once again, guys, this is that was another hit off prayer. Definitely a chance there as well. This is just a practice run. So I highly, highly doubt the strategies that the players are showing currently are going to be the strategies that they use on the day. More than likely, they'll be using a different strategy on the day. I don't think they're going to be showing people what they're doing right now. You know what I mean? Battle Royale is a time limit for the day. Yeah, it's a 2-hour thing, right? So the practice run we're doing right now is going to be a 90-minute one. So an extra half an hour for the players on the day, but the map shrinks a lot quicker on the day. So they've got less space to work with. And it's going to be actually pretty close here. Ingus down to 6 food. The Hunlef on around 25% hit points. But if I was a betting man, I'd put my money on this man getting the kill at the moment. So Hey, cheers, XBBY. Much appreciated, bro. It's going to be a good day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very, very nervous. The Battle Royale is like my baby, you know? I've sorted out every year, and I'm worried how it goes, and then it goes well, and some things don't go well, and other things go better, and I just want to make the event as good as it possibly can be. I want to make it perfect, so I'm very, very nervous for how it's going to turn out. Takes 16 damage there from the tiles to Zyngus, but he does have 3 food left in his inventory. The Hunliff looks as though it is going to go down. His prayer gets dropped. He's going to get range on here. He's not hitting anything at the moment, and the Hunliff is running a train on him. Oh, this is not good news. Here come the tornadoes again during the melee phase. This is going to be a rough one for Ingus. We're going to see him eat his last remaining 3 food here, get all the way up to full health. Goes for the hit, unfortunately, in the delay from the food. So, doesn't get the hit in. Might get a hit in here. Does get a hit in. Very nice movement from the man. And looks like he's going to take it down. 70 hit points. Barely any hit points left on the boss. One more hit should do it. And there it is. Ingus going to be taking down the Hunliff. Let's go ahead and have a look what he manages to get. Opens the chest. Opens the chat box. 37 uncut emeralds. 105 blood runes and 5 crystal shards. Probably not what he was looking for from that boss. A bit unfortunate for Ingus there, but let's have a look at Dino. Dino? Okay, listen. Let me tell you something. Guys. In all my years, I've never seen this man's skill. He's mining his own amethyst to make amethyst arrows. Incredible. Wait a minute. He's tick manipulating. There's absolutely no way. I don't believe my eyes. That is incredible. Got to do what you got to do, and that is absolutely right, Corky. Holy shit, this man is really going hard, and I put nothing but respect on his name for this one. Let's go ahead and have a look how Mason is doing. He's picked himself up, it looks like a U short bow. Still no food in the inventory, unfortunately, but does have an Arvis, so he is going to put up at least a little bit of a fight if he does run into someone here, and I'll put some respect on that man's name. He went into this absolutely blind. Absolutely blind. Barely plays RuneScape, and certainly has never played a Battle Royale, so look at the man go. I'll put a PogChamp on that one. Let's go and have a look what Becht has been up to in the last few. He's managed to pick himself up 2 rune bars, and he's now going to be taking the canoe. This is by far my favorite thing, guys. Hootie Tootie was taking the canoe before while I was in the spectator mode, and just have a look at the scenes on this one. You ready? As soon as he disappears here. I love it. And he's out of there. And I'm stuck. But look at these reeds. They get caught on like the darkness. And the water just keeps flowing. Just a cool little Easter egg for, you know? Little things you find out in the Battle Royale world. Ingus going to be taking the fairy ring. Where's he off to? He's off to Edgeville. What's he going to be doing in Edgeville? I think he might be picking up the Wilderness Sword as a nice little teleport out to... No, he's not. He's going to be taking the canoe. Where's he off to? Oh, my word. Are they going to run into each other? Becht has gone to the Grand Exchange so he can go into, I believe, the Blast Furnace. Looks like he might be picking up a little bit of coal there for his Addy. And let's have a look where Ingus is off to now. That looks like he's off to the Wilderness, guys. I could be wrong, but this looks like the Wilderness. And there he goes. Is he going to be going to Revs? He said, I fucked up, I think. I don't know. It's all starred out. He could have said absolutely anything there. Where is he, where's he off to? Where's he off to? That is the real question. For those that don't know what's going on, I'll just repeat one more time. We're doing a show match. Just a little bit of fun for the viewers. We're messing about. We've got 4 players in this one. It is Ingus, Becht, Dino, and my manager Mason. He stepped in so that we could get this show match going. We're just testing out the fog for the private world. No one really knows how it's going to work on... Oh, no. Dino's been juked. He's been juked by Mason, and he's just going to run away. He's not going to go after him. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Holy shit. All right, Mason now in the mining guild. Looks as though he's going to mine some rune ore. Okay, okay. Put some respect on that one. And Dino, just taking off, says, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time with that kill. I'm going to go ahead and run away and see what I've got left on this strategy. He's running through Felidor at the moment. Not too sure what he could be going for here. I think he potentially needs to run down to Port Sarim to pick up some feathers, but he's also probably coming over here to the Squire to pick up the Felidor shield. That is exactly what he's doing here. And bang, Felidor shield. That's going to give himself a nice little prayer recharge, so he doesn't have to pick up a prayer pot. I believe it's twice a day, so he gets, if he uses it correctly, should get 198 extra prayer potions out of that Felidor shield. Peep the Discordian. Let's have a look. I'm in. I'm late, but I'm in. Wait, Casper, are you playing the show match? You just started yourself late at a disadvantage. Look at him! Who's he killed? He's rocked up 10 minutes late to the show match, and he's getting around in a Varrock plate body, a Felidor shield, a Dorgy, and an Addy Fullhelm with 1 key on him. I don't know who it was that he killed, but respect to the man. He is absolutely gaming. Ingus now out here at the Mage Arena, picking up a couple of runes. Is he going to be going to do the actual Mage Arena here? I think he might be, and I think he's running the wrong direction for it. He has enough runes in his inventory for 150 casts, plus a few blood waves. Fire waves, I believe they're called, actually, not blood waves. How much time is left? There's 30 minutes left until the fog goes, and then 30 minutes after that. At the final location, and he is doing the Mage Arena here, which is going to unlock, I believe, the Starves, the Mage Arena Starves, which you can elk for a nice little pretty penny here. He's opting to use prayer instead of the save spot. Probably well versed at the 1-tick flicking. Wouldn't be surprised if we find Eliop down here on his old Battle Mage skull tricking account, just to get someone on the day. That would be very, very funny. Imagine, we just right-click one of these beasts and it's Eliop on his skull-tricking account. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look where Dino's headed down to now. He's back at... okay, he's managed to pick up the Ava's Attractor. That's actually the worst Ava's. That way he doesn't need to have any arrows on him. Very smart for the man to pick that one up. He has 150 amethyst arrows in his inventory, as well as 10 sharks, 9 sharks, and 6 lobsters. And I would say now he's probably going to go look to get some black d'hide potentially. Something to put on his body, that is for damn sure. Let's go ahead and get back over to Becht over here. He has 4 rune bars as well as 4 addy bars as well. So he's looking pretty good on that front. Got the hammer in the inventory. I guess he's going to go look for an anvil right now. Be interesting to see what he makes here. He's going to go for rune crossbow limbs potentially a rune full helm, maybe crossbow limbs and plate legs, something along those lines, and most likely going to be using the addy bars to turn it into bolts. And if he gets himself an Avas, he's not going to need that many bolts, so 40 might in fact do it for him. Potentially, Nashi, potentially. We can try that out later, man. If Becht ran into someone, he'd be fucked, right? If he ran into someone right now, yeah, he would most likely die, considering how stacked everyone else is at the moment. Dino with a full inventory of food and a magic shortbow. Ingus over here with a full inventory of food and a Dorgy. West Ham, where is he? There he is. West Ham with 3 wines. So, I mean, to be fair, if... A cat. Well, leave it to Caspar to, even in a show match, always be thinking about pussy. Yep, there it is. Just always thinking about pussy. That's... I can't believe my eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely ridiculous. He has found an anvil. Did anyone know there was an anvil here in Kuran Castle? I definitely did not. He's making a rune sword. He fucked up. You see him run away from the anvil there? Wait, did he mean to make a rune sword? Maybe he's just running away to stop it from making ore. Okay, maybe he meant to do it. My word. I thought... Okay, he's going for the melee. The melee route. Look at this. Rune sword, rune square shield, addy plate skirt, rune med helm, and a rune sword. Okay, okay. I'll put some respect on the old Beckington. He meant to do it. Yeah, respect to the man. And he's got addy crossbow limbs as well. He's going to make an adamant crossbow. And look how stacked this man is. You wouldn't want to see this man in a dark alley on a Saturday night. I'll tell you that much for free. Let's go ahead and catch up on the rest of the contestants. Mason, currently with nothing in his inventory. If someone just walked in right now, could just absolutely bop him on the head and he's done. But 2 rune ores coming out of the bank and a U short bow. I don't believe that's enough coal to make 2 rune bars. Is it 6? I think it's 8 coal for a rune bar, right? I think, I could be wrong. But I've got a funny feeling he's going to rock up to this furnace. It's 8? It is 8. Yep. I think he might have just heard us say that. And he's I think he might have heard me just say that real quick and head back and get a couple more coal. Respect to the man. Respect to the man. Dino, currently in the Myth Guild dungeon, killing some red dragons. No protection from Dragonfire here, so it could take a nice little 50 to the dome if he stands in the wrong spot, but picks himself up a nice little red dragon hide, which I'm assuming is going to be turning into a bit of red dragon hide armor. Oh, that is a 24 to the dome. That is exactly what I was talking about. No Dragonfire protection there from Dino, so takes 24 damage that he didn't need to take. If he runs into someone now, that's 20 damage that he's going to have to heal up. But over the course of the rest of the half an hour, I'll be able to heal that one back up himself. Let's go have a look at West Ham. What is that man up to now? In the wilderness, killing some Ankus. What could he possibly be killing Ankus for? Ladies and gentlemen, I know what he's killing Ankus for. I ran out of prayer by mistake, fam. He has 0 prayer. None. How? That is my question. He was praying to the pussy. You know what I mean? The shield? Yeah, he probably wants to use the shield later. If he runs past an altar, which is just north, he can get his prayer points back without using the shield. Shield's going to come in handy in that final fight, so he's definitely going to be saving those ones. I did not laugh at all at that, Timo. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Ingus, looks as though he did get the staff, and it has already been out. That's 54,000 GP in the inventory for Ingus. By far, the most amount of money of any of the participants so far. Running around with that Dorgishan crossbow. Still has a few runes left, and lore runes as well. So he's got a lot of teleports on the go. This man is getting around. Going inside the Legends Guild. Swordfish. Or... what's he buying from here? Is anyone else as confused as I am right now? What did he buy? There's nothing in his inventory. Cape, Peapot. There's nothing in his inventory. It's probably gone to the wrong one, potentially. Was there arrows? Just browsing the shop? Hey, fair enough. Fair enough to the man. Looks as though we're going to find out what his plan was here as he jumps into this fairy ring. Did he mean to go to the Myth Guild? Potentially, potentially. All right, let's have a look. Where's he off to now? He's off to Canifis. Be interesting to see what we find him do here. Potentially going to go do a nightmare kill. Who knows? Oh, he's going to pick up the Mauritania legs. Nice little teleport on that one. Is he going to use it? He's going to use something. Teleporting straight back to Falador, and he's going to get the Falador shield. So he's picking up a lot of the achievement diary items here. All of those achievement diary items have a lot of good bonuses. So it'll be interesting to see what he rocks up into the end. Potentially full achievement diary gear. Dino now with 4 red dragon hides. I saw someone before say that he could have used that raw chicken to go into the evil chicken lair to kill black dragons. There's actually black dragons over there in the Myth Guild. Thing is, they take a very, very long time to kill, so much better off going for the red dragon hide in such a short time period. What's going on, Mr. Brob? How are you? Good to have you in the chat today. He's picked up 10 dragon javelin heads as well, which he can get a nice couple of alks on if he so chooses. Ingus, once again, running down from Camelot. I'm really, really confused as to what this guy's plan is, and I'm so excited to see it. Let's have a look at what Becht is up to right now. He's managed to pick himself a Flax, potentially going for a magic short bow. Interesting to see that he no longer has an adamant crossbow limb in his inventory. So I guess he's changed his mind halfway through, decided to go for that magic short bow instead. And he's picked up a pineapple, 4 pineapple rings. I don't think he's going to be taking those into the final fight, but a nice little bit of food on the way around the map. For those wondering, on this private world that Jagex have been so gracious to hook us up with for the Battle Royale, you have infinite run energy. So these guys can just absolutely hook around the map anywhere they like. Mason now with 2 rune bars, potentially going to make a full helm or something along those lines. And his Arvis has picked up an arrow, so he doesn't even need to go by anymore. Imagine that's the plan. Imagine that's the plan. He's walking around with his fucking Arvis on to pick up the free ammo. Here we go. In Doric's mansion, using the anvil. What's he going to make, boys? That is the real question. A Master Smith. He's going to make 2. Oh! I swear he was 1 tick away from making 2 rune medals just then. He's clutched it at the very last second. Imagine. Okay, and what's he going to do with the last rune bar here? Very interested to see what Mason comes up with. Here we go. Goes for some rune arrow tips. Okay, respectable. Getting those 15 rune arrows in. Let's go ahead and check back in with Dino. Currently running through Alcarid to go over to the Tanner over here. Yes, Tanner from high school. Same guy. And I believe he's got enough in his inventory to make some chaps and a body. He went to the wrong guy. That's Louis Legs. Dino. Do you know where the Tanner is in Alcarid? Oh, he's behind the needle and thread first. Okay. The game knowledge not coming in clutch here for Dino. He could have just come from where he was over there, tan the D-hides first. But running back and forth, that's okay. He is going to be kitted out with full red D-hide, which will be better than anything any of the other players have at the moment. Accidentally only tans 1 of the red D-hides, and here we go. He's going to be kitted out. Have a look at the man in the corner. He's a nice little red D-hide body. On the run, gets the red D-hide chaps as well, wasting absolutely no time, and he is looking very, very stacked. Got an inventory of sharks with a couple of lobsters, and also has 150 amethyst arrows in his quiver. Looking very good from Dino there. Let's go check back in on Ingus and see what he's up to. He's got a dragon dagger, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I suppose that was what he was going for with the Gauntlet, potentially trying to get a bit of money for that Dragon Dagger. When it didn't work out, he went off to the, what's it called? The Mage Arena to get himself a little bit of money. But it looks as though he's going to adopt a pretty similar strategy to Dino here and go for the Red Dragons underneath the Myth Guild. Maybe go for the Black Dragons, but there's only 17 minutes until the fog is going to hit the world and players are going to start getting pushed towards that final area. Am I seeing what I think I'm fucking seeing? Is that what I think I'm looking at? West Ham. Weston Hamilton is two-ticking. He's two-ticking Dark Crabs with a kitten behind him. He's adopted the classic Tanzo and Vitozo strategy of getting a kitten. Going for some spices, potentially. Who knows? But Jensen, good to see you, mate. Good to see you in the chat. Two-ticking Dark Crabs. West Ham is not fucking around. Who was coaching him? That's the real question. That is the real question. Who was coaching this man? Because there's no way he taught himself that. A couple of cabbages in Mason. I love it, bro. I love Mason. This is so good. For those that aren't aware, Mason is my manager, and he decided to jump in this show match because we didn't have enough people to get it running. So he jumped in after barely playing the game for years, and certainly never coming up with a strategy for a battle royale. He jumped in so we could get the show match going, and as you can see, the game knowledge not as high up there as the rest of the players in this, but he is still absolutely gaming, and I've got nothing but respect for the man. Absolutely nothing but respect for the man. Let's have a look at Dino here. He's still in Alcarid. He's been stood here for about 5 minutes now. 5 minutes. What's he waiting for? Bot's broken? You might not be wrong there, my friend. Recoils? I don't think he has any gold bars on him, and I'm not sure that he has any gold bars in the bank, so not too sure what Dino's plan is here at the moment, but he is going back to the crafter here. He's getting a necklace mold. Pardon me, guys. I promise I won't be tired on the day. And an amulet mold. Question is where he's going to get the gold from. I guess he can go up and mine the gold. Is that an adamant pickaxe as well? Unbelievable scenes from Dino here. Respect to the man. And he is going to get his prayer back here. Currently on 68 with that nice little teleport with the Ardoyan cloak in his inventory. It'll be interesting to see where he's going to go get those gems from. Becht. Running through Alcarid now. Could have just run into Dino there. Luckily didn't. Did have a full inventory of food on him with the melee. And look at him. What an absolute Chad. He is looking very good at the moment. Full inventory of swordfish. Got a bowstring in the inventory. A nice little axe. And it looks as though he's running over to the mage arena to get himself a little chop on a magic tree. Yes, I will be live streaming the Battle Royale, Mark. There's going to be 2 Battle Royales this year. For those that aren't aware, the first Battle Royale is going to be at 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Translate that to your local time on Saturday, 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time Saturday, which will be Friday for most other countries in the world. And then the second one is going to be 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, which will be Saturday for most other time zones in the world. So, yes, that is true, Greg. Yep. Only one world and all the shops are shared. Correct. That's early. Guess I get wasted on Friday and not sleep. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Taylor. Everyone's just going to get launched and end up at kick-ons. So West Ham here still going with the Dark Crab strategy. There is 13 minutes until everyone is going to have to start being pushed towards the final area. So I assume that he's going to go bank all of these and get out his full inventory. He's got the doggy and a regular staff as well. So I can put some respect on that, man. Thank you very much, Greg. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. It's going to be a lot more official on the day. I'll most likely not be interacting with chat on the day. I'm going to have a co-host as well, so we'll be going back and forth with that one, but I appreciate the kind words, man. What's this then? This is just a show match. Just a little bit of entertainment. Build up a little bit of hype, and we're also going to be testing out the fog. Is going to be the only opportunity we have to test the fog to make sure it works exactly how we want it to work. Jagex have obviously shown me how it works before the world went live, but since it's gone live, the players haven't had a chance to test it out to see how they can interact with it and stuff like that. So we're just doing a little test run here so the players have a chance to test it out. Suit, tie, shorts, and thongs. Exactly, Andreas. That's exactly what I'm saying, my friend. 43 rune dart tips here from Ingus. I'd be interested to see if he goes and gives them a little throw around in the final area. Let's go check back in on Mason. What's he up to? Still got the cabbages in the inventory. Respect to the man. Now running through a Lumbridge, getting to Varrock. Becht running around in the full melee. Does have himself a magic short bow now, as well as the Rada's Blessing. Not going to be able to wear that in the final. Oh, he is going to be able to wear that in the final fight, actually, because he has melee. Nice little prayer advantage on the rest of the players in this show match at the moment. But running through the Kuren wood line, not too sure what he's going after then. Let's have a quick look at Ingus. No, we just came from Ingus. Come on, Jake. You're better than that. Dino now running up to the top of the monastery, potentially getting himself some monk's robes. Maybe a little bit of magic in the final area. We'll see what he goes for here. He's got a few runes in the inventory. Nothing that he can cast anything with at the moment. Doesn't have any air runes, but we'll see how he goes with that one. There is 11 minutes until the fog is going to start filling up this area. Ingus currently on his 3rd red dragon. If he's going for the top and the bottom, he's going to need to get another couple of red dragon hides here. He's on Ancients. Okay. I'll put some respect on that. Using the monk's robes as mage. Monk's robes as mage. I'll put some respect on that. And currently running up to the north of the wilderness here. West Ham now left the wilderness, going to Lunar Isle. Is he getting on Lunars? Surely not. Oh, is he buying... He is. He's buying the Moon Clan armor. They're both going for a mage strategy here. I assume they're both on Ancients as well. So we're going to see a nice little bit of mage at the end. For those that don't know, the Fountain of Rune, which is going to be the final area, does in fact provide you with infinite runes. So they don't even need to get runes for their strategy. They can just run up there in gear and start bopping around. Very, very interesting strategy from these two. Be interested to see what they go for on the day as well. Ingus looks as though he's going for just the body here. Going to keep on those Mauritania legs as his legs. Going to be running up Gnome Stronghold. Take the glider across the Al Kharid. Get a nice little tan going over there. Becht now running through Falador with his rune sword. He's got a hard leather body as well. Put some respect on the hard leather body. And going to have to start just running about. I wonder if he's got anything left to do or he's just waiting for the final area to go. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look over here. Mason now got his Varrock Armor 5 as well. Nice little plate body and cabbages in the inventory. Where is he headed to now? He might be headed towards the north of the wilderness. Do they need to use the Jagex client? No, they can use any client that is allowed within Jagex's rules, which includes Runelight and I don't know, like OS Buddy maybe? Is that still a thing? They can use Runelight, yeah, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How much does a cabbage even heal? 1 hit point, Santan. 1 hit point, mate. Ingus, using the same strategy that Dino adopted of not tanning the hides before you go and buy the thing, resulting in quite a bit more running. And he's managed to pick up some of the gnome food as well. I believe this gnome food heals like somewhere between 12 and 16. So picked up a nice few little pieces of food there. But in terms of food, the absolute most stacked here definitely has to be West Ham. He's got 25 dark crabs in his inventory that he needs to unnote. West Ham now running. I believe he's running to the Desert Treasure Pyramid. He is going to get on Ancients. Didn't start on Ancients. On the day, players can start on whatever spellbook they like and change it throughout if they like. So started on the regular spellbook, potentially for some Alks or something like that. And he is going for the Ancients here. But he has 8 minutes until the fog will start pushing him towards the wilderness. With 3 rune ores in his inventory, potentially not enough time to be making those ores into bars, unless he already has the coal in his bank. Is player-owned house off limits? They don't have a house, my friend. If they went to the house portal, it would tell them, I'm sorry, you don't have a house. West Ham teleporting out to the Fountain of Rune. This is the final area, but it looks as though he is just heading out here to have a quick access to maybe a close bank or something like that. There's no real close bank unless he goes all the way to the Mage's Bank, but Unlimited run energy. That man can run around. Dino, also in the wilderness. We're going to see West Ham run past here. Dino thieving the Rogue's chest currently. Got himself 65 coal. Potentially, that is exactly what West Ham is going for. They might run into each other here, and we might see a fight. Where is West Ham going? He's taking the portal. So close. Dino is right over there. West Ham just leaving at the moment. If he was to run into him there, I think Dino would have had the upper hand with all of the runes in his inventory. But Dino getting a bunch of coal, getting some diamonds as well, potentially looking to make a power ammy because he did have that amulet mold in his inventory before. But I don't think he had any gold or wool. So not too sure what he's going about in this chest here, but a lot of coal and a little bit of iron. So maybe making some arrows or something like that. I'm not too sure. Could potentially get a dragonstone from these chests as well, but there are 6 minutes until the fog is going to start hitting them. Ingus running through. Fremi looks as though he's heading over to Relica at the moment. Can't believe the game knowledge on this man. I knew exactly where he was because I saw a golden apple tree. It's just, yeah, unmatched. All I'm saying is the players are lucky that I'm not involved in this with game knowledge like that. You know what I mean, boys? You know what I mean? Could potentially be making Phoenix necklaces as well, Taylor. That's a very, very good point. Not too sure where Ingus is running up here. He's going to be taking one of these boats. This is going to take him to Waterbirth Island. This is going to take him to the Kingdom. That's going to take him to... We're about to find out. Okay, a couple of moss giants over. Oh, he's going to the Lunar Isle. He is going to pick up some Moon Clan as well from the Lunar Isle, just like West Ham does so. Ingus potentially also on Ancients. We could be seeing 3 players rock up on Ancients at the end. Fighting. Mason's in a fight. Oh my god. Becht is putting him in a spliff. Oh no, Mason. And that's it. Becht gets the first kill of the show match. Mason is down and out. Unfortunate for you, my friend. Mason, thank you very much for playing, bro. I appreciate you stepping in so we could get this one going. And I think you'll do a lot better job behind the scenes on the day, mate. Well played, Mason. Well played. All right, so we are down to 4, ladies and gentlemen. West Ham stocking up with those dark crabs out of his inventory. Still got that key on him. I wonder if he knows he can destroy that key, or he's planning on, I don't know, opening it at some point. But 1 inventory space is taken up at the moment. Currently has 142 mine runes in the inventory. Not too sure what he's using those for. But, oh, and there they go. Does not need 142 mine runes in the inventory. Does have a pickaxe. Looks like he is heading back over to the resource area, potentially mining coal and making his rune bars in there. The fog is going to start coming in soon, and potentially that fog will push him towards the Fountain of Rune quicker than he can make these. So we'll have to see if he can manage to get enough coal in time, and we'll leave him to his mining there. Dino, currently heading up towards the Ferox Enclave, I believe. Yes, heading towards the Enclave. A little less food than he probably would have liked at this point, but he may have some more in the bank. He has gone and banked a whole bunch of stuff, but the question is, where is he running right now? Is there a gold bar spawn? He's going to LMS, potentially. No hammer. That is just absolutely unbelievable. That is some really great stuff there from West Ham. Ingus currently running through the Grand Exchange, potentially going to run himself up through the wilderness here. Maybe a last few things here in Edgeville. He's going to pick up that sword, teleport himself out to the Fountain of Rune if he so chooses. Let's go ahead and have a look where Becht is at the moment. Potentially they could run into each other here. Becht running through Ardy up towards the Fishing Guild at the maybe the Range Guild. Trying to pick himself some arrows before he goes through to that final area. 2 minutes until the fog is going to start hitting. Let's see what West Ham's doing. He's going to buy some air runes now. What is he up to is the question. Fire runes? He is on Ancients, right? He's about to do the Mage Arena. There's no way he forgot he's on Ancients. There's no way he forgot he was on Ancients. He's in shambles. He's in absolute shambles. Oh my god. Okay, let's have a quick look at what Becht is doing at the moment. He did, in fact, pick up some arrows, and he's catching an impling for a chocolate cake. That is not too bad there from Becht. And let's have a look at Ingus. He was picking up that sword. He is now running up towards the Ferox Enclave, which is where Dino was going before. Potentially going to see these players run into each other here. Dino mining some rune ore whilst lazy flicking an ice warrior. Is there anything this man can't do? You know what I mean? Is there anything this man can't do? He is really, really going for it here. We have approximately 30 seconds, 5 seconds until the fog's going to come in. I have to go full face cam while I do this, guys, because I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. So let's go ahead and press the button to make the fog go. And here we go. The fog is coming in. This is huge. Let's go back to the scene. As we can see here, most of the world will soon be affected by a lethal power. Ensure you are downstairs in a free-to-play overground area before this begins. Just as the update hits. This is perfect timing, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to end just as the update hits. This is huge. Let's have a look at the players at the moment. The fog is going to start coming in. Becht currently just stood here. I guess he's getting ready to teleport into the Fountain of Ruin. There he goes. Is anyone there? He's there by himself. We know Ingus did have the Wilderness Sword as well, but it looks as though he's binned the Wilderness Sword, running up through the Moss Giants near the Rev Caves. Potentially going to start seeing players run into each other here at the moment. West Ham fully stocked out on those Dark Crabs, heading towards the Fountain of Ruin. Potentially going to run into Becht here. Let's see if they're on the same trajectory. It looks as though they are. These boys are going to run into each other if Becht comes back through this gate. He is now heading up to the place where you make a... Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. Becht versus West Ham. As we can see, West Ham way more stacked out in terms of food than Becht is. And Becht maining melee. West Ham currently running away from him. If he can get gap here, he's going to be able to get himself a few hits. And we know that West Ham is on Ancients at the moment. So if he manages to make it to the Fountain of Ruin, he can just freeze Becht. Becht very smartly running away from West Ham here. He knew there was no chance he could win that engagement over there. West Ham still chasing him, going after him, deciding he wants this kill. Let's have a look where Dino is. He's now running towards them as well, but decides to go the other way. Wonder what he's up to at the moment. Let's have a look here at Ingus. Also running up towards the same area. So everyone is currently being pushed towards the Fountain of Ruin, and we could see some pretty serious action. West Ham getting put in a spliff at the moment. Manages to eat one of his Dark Crabs. Oh my god, it's all happening. Ingus heading towards the Fountain of Ruin as well. He is going to run into West Ham here. It'll be interesting to see what West Ham does. Now that he's at the Fountain of Ruin, has full use of his Ancient Spellbook and does go for the barrage. Players have to be inside this area within the next 25 or so minutes. Ingus on Venge! Pulls off a nice little 19 there on West Ham. West Ham hiding around the corner in the final area. He's now getting double teamed by Becht and Ingus. Currently is the most stacked, but at the moment getting double teamed by both these players, smartly realizing that he is probably the most stacked by the looks of it. And they're going to have to team up a little bit here if they want to take him out. This is multi at the end. This is how it goes. These players didn't fight each other throughout the thing, and everyone ends up at the end. So at the moment, You just tank on the man that looks like he's going to die. A DDS from Ingus, and he's just giga chance West Ham. Let's have a look at Dino coming through the side as well. It's now Molten, and he takes on West Ham as well. West Ham's getting absolutely spliffed here after coming in the most stacked on Ancients with a full inventory of food, and he gets a barrage here. He doesn't get the clump, unfortunately. Dino also with a freeze. Did he freeze West Ham as well? Dino with the blood barrages coming in. An absolute shit show here in this final area for these players. Oh my word. Becht now getting attacked by Dino. Ingus and West Ham going for it. Ingus pulling out the rune darts as well. It's really all happening in this final area. Becht running around the corner. The fog hasn't pushed everyone all the way in yet, so if he needs to get out of combat, he can go over there. West Ham, half an inventory of rock crabs left, and he looks like he is fighting Dino here, trying to freeze the man. Dino going with the shadow barrage as well to try and poison his opponents. West Ham, 14 prayer pots left. You're being barrage clumped, you noob. He's typing at Ingus as he's going. Let's have a look at what Ingus has left in his inventory. Ingus, a full inventory of food here, ladies and gentlemen. Dino also getting absolutely spliffed at the moment. Half an inventory of food with a couple of rune ores as well. Becht really putting in work with that rune sword. We had a little laugh at him before when he rocked up with that rune sword, but now has more food, more hit points of healing left in his inventory than Dino does. And that goes with not being attacked at the moment. Ingus not being attacked at all. The man with the most food in his inventory is not being attacked at all. And if I had to pick someone at this point, I'd have to say he's probably going to be the one to take it out. West Ham down to 7 dark crabs. Dino hitting him with the blood barrage as well. He's just turning around and hitting everyone he can with a blood barrage. Ice barrage, trying to freeze everyone. Ingus, guys, it is all happening. Imagine this happens, but there's 16 players left at the end of the Battle Royale. It will all be happening. I don't know how the hell I'm going to commentate that. Hopefully we see a bit more action early in the next Battle Royale, because this is a very, very small area for these players to be competing in. Dino and Becht on the outside fighting each other. Becht now almost out of food. Yeah, the mage is coming in clutch. Is that... He just used a... He's using an ice burst. West Ham and Ingus now in a 1v1. Dino and Becht in a 1v1. It's funny because West Ham and Dino, teammates in the Battle Royale Rookies, and Becht and Ingus, teammates in the Battle Royale Rookies as well. 4 people that rocked up for the show match here. Getting a nice little practice in. And Becht running back towards the Fountain of Rune. Dino does not need to be next to the fountain here because he does, in fact, have runes in his inventory. And it looks as though he's going to take out Becht here. Becht down to no food and no arrows in the inventory, and that is going to be a plank from him. Good fight to Becht, and Dino now going to have to run back in. He's not going to run back in. He's just going to let the other two do what they're doing, save his food, and West Ham here, 3 dark crabs left in the inventory. Ingus going with the dragon dagger pokes into the Dorgishan crossbow, and it looks as though he's going to take out West Ham if he can get the right RNG here. Dino just choosing to stay on the outside. Not going to come in and try and get a nice little easy pick off. And I think what he's going to do is just let Ingus waste his food here and wait for West Ham to go down. Because Dino currently sat here with 6 sharks in the inventory. Now comes in and starts attacking Ingus and West Ham. He's going for both. He wants blood. That's all he wants. He's taking out West Ham. West Ham, no food left in his inventory. Going for the bolts here. There's absolutely no chance that he's going to be able to take out either of these players with that much food in his inventory. Dino with the smites at the moment. Ingus completely out of prayer. West Ham with 100% of his prayer points left. No, 8 prayer points. 100% of his spec left. And West Ham, no food. 4 hit points left. Can he get a blood barrage off here to potentially survive? And no, he's going to be taken out with a DDS by Ingus. It's down to the last 2 players, ladies and gentlemen. Ingus versus Dino. Dino with less food in healing, but has the blood barrage. Ingus just with that Dorgishan crossbow and the DDS, no special attack energy left, but also has Venge. Every single time he gets that Venge up in the next 30 seconds, he's going to be doing extra damage back to Dino. 12 damage back to his opponent with the Dorgishan crossbow, and it's going to be very, very close. Dino is going to need to start bringing those blood barrages out if he's got any chance of surviving here. Only 5 sharks left. Ingus comes in with a DDS poke. A 0 on about 30 hit points. There's a massive blood barrage for Dino. That's a chance right there. Ingus, once again, completely out of prayer. I think he might have used both his Felidor shields at the moment, so Dino with a big advantage in terms of prayer, and Ingus is going to have that Dragon Dagger spec back soon. Another Venge coming up for Ingus. He uses the Felidor shield. I guess he just completely forgot about it, and now he's got his full prayer back up. A 29 from Dino! A 24-16 from the DDS! It's all happening! It's all happening! Dino down to 0 food, 73 hit points. If I didn't see the number before my eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Ingus getting chance left, right, and center. 30 hit points damage from Dino. Ingus can't eat quick enough and he gets KO'd. He had food left in his inventory. And Dino is going to take out the first Battle Royale show match. What a man. What a man. Well played to Dino, and what a show match that was. That was super fun.